Careful if you think you know Emma Watson only as the composed, book-smart star from Hogwarts to the Ivy League. Before you scroll her latest photo series, make sure you've got a quiet room, because this is a fearless pivot you didn't see coming. Stay to the end. The closing frame is the one everyone's replaying. It starts with a high-fashion editorial shot deep in a desertscape. Emma stands against rust-red rock in an elaborately beaded illusion mesh bodysuit style. Fully lined, cut to trace the body like constellations. The beadwork catches the sun and throws a scatter of light while the sheer effect panels carve graphic lines along the waist and collarbones. Arms lifted, posture tall, she turns the cliffside into a runway. The look whispers rather than shouts, but the silhouette says everything. Next comes a black and white interlude that turns volume down and presence up. Perched on a rough boulder, one knee bent, one leg lengthened, Emma leans into shadow as a single key light draws silver along her jawline and shoulder. The illusion fabric disappears into the grayscale, leaving a sculptural outline that feels half photograph, half charcoal sketch. Eyes closed, lips parted in a soft breath, she lets the frame hold the quiet. Social feeds call it iconic, and how did they pull that off? Because the composition rides the knife edge between restraint and audacity. Hair and makeup? Sleek wet-look hair combed straight back to frame the forehead and cheekbones. A bare, neutral lip and a whisper of smoky definition along the lash line. Highlighter brushes the high planes so the camera reads dewy, not damp. The pared back glam keeps the attention on lines, angles, and control, every detail meant to serve the silhouette, not compete with it. Back in studio, the concept flips to trompe-l'oeil. Emma reclines on a leather sofa in a nude tone, second skin catsuit with hand-mapped bead motifs painted over the fabric, an exact echo of the desert look. At first glance, it reads startlingly minimal. Then the eye catches the craft. The patterning blurs the boundary between garment and canvas, a magician's trick that plays with depth and distance. Comment sections split in the best way. Pure artistry versus too real, which is exactly the conversation high fashion loves to spark. The sequence moves outside again at blue hour. A shallow, reflecting pool gathers the first stars while mountains turn indigo. Emma stands in the water wearing a liquid metal slip with hair-thin gold chains layered like jewelry over the bias-cut fabric. Moonlight bounces along the surface, sketching highlights across the dress and tracing long, calm lines down the frame. It's ethereal, nearly mythic. Less, look at me, more, look what light can do. Throughout, the styling team plays a tight game. Monochromes, metallics, and skin-adjacent tones that photograph like sculpture. Every set choice, the rock texture, the studio leather, the rippled water, adds a different finish to the same thesis. Discipline dressed as grace. You can almost feel warm stone underfoot in the desert, hear the studio's soft strobe pop, and smell that faint mineral note just before night cools the air. So what makes this drop land so hard? Intention. The series doesn't chase shock. It chases form. It turns familiar celebrity framing into a study of line, light, and control. Watson's on-camera persona, measured, articulate, principled, doesn't disappear. It becomes the engine. The message reads clearly without a caption. Confidence is quieter than you think, and subtlety can be louder than spectacle. If this side of Emma surprised you, hit like. Share with friends who love fashion that makes a point without raising its voice. Comment the frame that grabbed you most. The desert sparkle, the grayscale hush, the painted pattern illusion, or the moonlit pool. And ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into celebrity shoots that turn near silence into scroll-stopping moments. Thanks for watching. Choose your lines, trust your light, and let presence be the headline.